Hello, my name is Brennan, and I am one of the McGraw-Hill Associate Representatives for Cal State San Bernardino. Professor Weinkauff and my team collaborated to come up with your course materials for the current term in Psychology and Human Development 240. And today I'll be briefing you on Connect and SmartBook, where you'll be going to access a portion of your assignments for the term. We'll talk about registration as well as some best practices for running Connect. We'll look at your purchasing options, your resources. Everyone will have access to an e-text, in particular SmartBook, and technical support. To ensure the smoothest experience in the program, I personally recommend running one of these three web browsers. If you have a Mac at home, Safari is fine. Beyond that, Firefox or Chrome come recommended. Please note that we ask that you refrain from running Internet Explorer when accessing Connect. Internet Explorer updates a little too rapidly for the publisher, and it bottom line creates an unuser-friendly experience. We also ask that you intermittently clear the cookies and the web browsing history or the cache on your internet browser. Connect is software, and like any other software application, it has a tendency of getting slowed down if there's too much space being taken up in your web browser. So if you keep that clear, you ensure ample room to run the program. I will show you how to register here in just a moment. It is a good best practice when you register for the first time. If you scroll to the bottom of the Connect home screen, there's a link there that says Troubleshooting. If you click that link, Connect will run a diagnostic on whatever device you are using at that moment to access the program. This diagnostic will help you identify any programs or applications that need to be installed or modified on your device in order to run Connect most effectively. So these are my 3 quick and easy steps you can take prior to accessing any of the online content and ensure a successful experience. Your required materials for this course are Children 13th edition by John Santrock. A print text is not required for this class. Please note that Professor Weinkauff has set aside a custom version of this book that will contain both the print text and the access code that's available to you in the Cal State bookstore. And that image is denoted, or that is denoted by the image on the left. The image on the right is what we call the national version of this text. And for the record, it is the very same book as the version that's available to you in the bookstore. You can shop online, but please be aware that everyone will at a minimum need to have the access code. Registration is pretty straightforward. Everyone is just going to log into their Cal State Blackboard account and locate Psych 240 or Human Development 240. And we have set aside a couple of folders in Blackboard in each course that will contain your Connect assignments. And go ahead and click on that folder and you'll see a list of icons very similar to what you see here. Click on any one of those icons to start the registration process, and you'll be greeted with a welcome screen in Connect. We ask that you use your Coyote email when registering in Connect and click Submit, and then everyone will be brought to this screen. I mentioned the bookstore earlier. If you went to the bookstore, you already have the access code printed on the back cover of the book. So you can take that access code and enter it here on the left, click Submit, you'll be asked to create an account, and off you go. Maybe you're on financial aid, maybe you work full-time and your schedule's still up in the air, maybe you have a family at home. For whatever reason, you're not sure if you're going to stick with the class. In the meantime, McGraw-Hill will provide you 2 weeks of courtesy access to Connect. This will include access to the e-text, access to all the assignments Professor Weinkauff has set up for you in Connect, and then at the end of those 2 weeks or anytime prior to the end of those 2 weeks, you will need to make a decision. Purchase a code, drop the class, or whatever alternative you and Professor Weinkauff arrive upon. Which leads to your third option, is you can always purchase the code, just the code, online direct from McGraw-Hill. It's $85 flat, there's no tax and no markup, and this means you are planning to bring your laptop or your tablet to class and use that to access the textbook and online content that way. Everyone will create an account in Connect as mentioned earlier. Pretty straightforward. First name, last name, security question, and password. And you're all done. Snapshot of the home screen in Connect. Okay, your e-text is going to be a program called SmartBook. SmartBook makes use of technology that you may have already used in either Amazon or Netflix, where the user has a profile with the program. SmartBook is going to highlight what you need to read, what you specifically need to study, and what you need to learn to ensure that every minute you spend in SmartBook is returned to you as the most value-added, or what we call the most high-impact minute possible, and it's powered by LearnSmart. So what does that all mean? Well, SmartBook will be asking you questions based on the learning objectives of each chapter. You'll have a question and an answer set. This one's multiple choice. Some might be true or false. Some might be fill in the blank. However, SmartBook will ask the student to enter a cognitive rating to each of their answers. This is not a test or a quiz. The student is not being marked down if they have no idea or if they're unsure of their answer. Rather, SmartBook will be recirculating these questions and introducing students to new content at the most opportune moments. When you see that information again, it is more likely to be retained in their long-term memory and success improves. In addition, SmartBook, based on the student performance on the previous question and answer module, SmartBook is highlighting the corresponding passage in the embedded e-textbook. The highlights are color-coded. Green means go. The student has demonstrated understanding of this concept. They are both confident in their answer, they know it, and they are correct. Passages that are highlighted in yellow mean the student needs to spend a little more time, maybe read just this passage, not the whole page, answer a few more questions and build a little greater foundation of this content before they move on, and then this passage will turn into green. We're getting a lot of great feedback on this program, and we hope you enjoy it. Thank you for your time. My final slide is on technical support. In the event you experience an issue in Connect or SmartBook, please recall the diagnostic tool as well as the clearing of your cache, your web history, and your cookies, and don't run Internet Explorer. If you're still having an issue, please give the customer care team a call at 800-331-5094. Every time you contact the customer care team, the agent will provide you with a case number. It's very important that you write that case number down, because in the event either the issue returns or the agent's not able to solve your issue on the spot, you need to bring that case number directly to my attention so the local team can get involved. Please do not bombard Professor Weinkauff with your technically related questions to Connect or SmartBook. She does not have an answer for you. If you're going to reach out to me direct, you will need to have done your due diligence first. So I will need a case number, and I will ask you if you have taken the steps of clearing your history, etc., etc. Thank you again for your time, and best of luck.